Good day, scrappers. Got a load waiting down at the stash hole for me. For those of you that remember my stash hole, we're gonna go visit the stash hole today. Got a nice little load down there. And, this is kind of a neat lamp right there. I kind of like that guy, so we'll hold on to that for just a second. And I think this was scrap, if I remember right. Oh, black pair of Levi's in there. Black pair of Levi's are in there. Hold on to these there. Appreciate that, dude. And then I think the rest was scrap, a piece of Pyrex. What else was in there? That should do it, right? Cool little piece of Pyrex. Right? What do you think about that? It's taco steak special. Okay. So some of this and some of that. And a piece of plastic. And I got my household stuff here. My animal food cans, tin cans, my aluminum cat food cans, my foils, circuit board out here. So this is a decent little load. It's not a great load. I'm gonna take this load out of the scrapyard, and then I'm gonna go to the stash hole, get the second load, which contains like a 50-pound lead acid battery and some other stuff. So the second load should be better. It's just gonna be a short little happy video today. Alrighty, a little warmer out here than it was yesterday, I can tell you that much. So I'm actually just gonna leave this load sitting here and go get my other load. Now, this is not how most scrapyards probably will work. But you never know. You could ask your scrapyard what's okay with them. That's their call, right? So I'm gonna go get that other load. You mind if I leave that tote there getting our load?
That was 408, you better make it.
Yeah, I know, it's just right up the hill. Hey, this been sitting outside all night.
No, it got left out.
I came here, I was
I was so amazed that nobody touched nothing.
I came, it's probably because you don't got cameras on there, do you? They can't see past the fence. They probably see the car in the lot though, huh?
That's all right. Hey, I drove through here about a dozen times all day.
I came down here, was it New Year's Eve? Friday.
You probably come down Friday.
Yeah, and I pulled up, I looked at it, I was like, I can't believe they left that out here.
I couldn't believe we left it out either. Pulled up on it
No one
Friday
touched
morning.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
That's not someone off foot, huh?
Somebody wheeled it over here and ain't nobody been here yet over it.
Really?
So
That's a lot of work to be not coming back for.
I'm fixing back there and just be done about it.
Wow, you guys don't take them carts, do you?
No, but I'll put the cart back out here and somebody will walk off with it.
Hey, you mind if I make a YouTube video out of this? I won't put your face on
You're
it.
good. I ain't messed up.
No,
My face gets in it.
That's someone off foot right there. Uh-huh.
Oh, somebody probably have to.
They don't let you take grocery carts, dude. Manhole covers, grocery carts, that kind of stuff.
No, we're not supposed to. Not unless the company or somebody comes down and they got a sign permit. Bill on it.
Hey, they've attached the extra. They attached the back of the cart to the front of the cart. See how that's working? They got a stick tied to it for an extra platform. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's supposed to be back here, right?
Yep. Somebody.
Huh? That's high engineering right there, boy. Tell you what. Stash hole action. Scrapyards can be really different, and if you've never been to a scrapyard, it could probably be a little intimidating, I suppose. So I would suggest, if you've never been to a scrapyard, to take in just a little load of stuff, kind of like what you see me messing with right here. And that way, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to lose out on a bunch of money. And you can just learn how your scrapyards want to do it. But like I said, most scrapyards are probably different than the ones you see me at, where I can just set my stuff there for a while, right? They don't care. But here's the gem. Oh, here's the gem of the show. That is the gem of the show. Sucker's got to be at least 50 pounds. We'll go to the battery shop first. You know what? That scrapyard you see me at, they're not allowed to have lead on the ground, so they've got a battery shop up the road. So I actually looked on the internet at the scrapyard you're seeing me at right now, or I was at earlier, on their website. It actually says that they're willing to sort out your load for you, and they claim that you can just take your stuff in a big pile and they'll sort it out for you. But I still wouldn't suggest you do that. If you're gonna go, I would have it fairly sorted. Battery shop action. Oh, let's see what we're dealing with here. 72 pounds, the scale reads. Boy, I'm gonna guess 132. 124. That's only a 42-pound battery. Man, scale. I need to upgrade to digital, man. I got an old spring scale in my elbow, old analog spring scale. What's up, man? 42 pounds, if you trust me. Yeah, that Die Hard 42 pounder.
That's probably about right.
I was claiming 50. Something wrong with my arm, man.
52.
52?
Yeah.
You know what? My arithmetic's bad.
Your math was worse than
That's
yours.
just a moron, I guess. All right. Apparently, I don't need to upgrade my analog spring scale on my elbow. I need to upgrade the analog digital brain. 50, how did I add that wrong? Oh, 72 132 would be 60. Oh, it's fun making errors on camera. 52 pounds, 15 cents a pound, $7.80. So that's not bad. The highest I've seen those batteries are 30 cents a pound, which would be about twice as valuable. It's kind of strange. With scrap prices being up high, the lead would go down. It's kind of interesting. So here it is, a little sorted out. Got some copper here. I don't think that's going to be enough to weigh a pound. So if that's not enough to weigh a pound, I'll probably just take it back with me and save it for another day. I don't think that's going to be quite a pound. Maybe a half pound. Got a little circuit board here. I found this in the road. It's actually got a little piece of gold plate on it, so I can throw that in with my circuit boards. Boardsort.com. I saw in the comments some people were saying that's something to do with Minecraft. I'm not real familiar with Minecraft, but I think that's like a piece of, like a pendant, kind of like a piece of jewelry. See that? I'm not sure, but sometimes people will make like a steampunk jewelry out of circuit boards and electronics. You know what? If that's copper, if that's copper, that might be copper. Let's see. That might be copper. I'll see what they say about that. And get that non-muffler having truck out the way. A couple pieces of brass here. These keys aren't going to be enough to weigh, so I kind of do this a little differently than other people. I just kind of let it float around until I get enough So little copper, little brass. Keys are a nice source of brass. That's not enough to weigh a pound. And in that load there's a pair of scissors and a pair of pliers. I'm gonna keep for myself. I find all kinds of nice tools. That's a nice pair of scissors. That'll be my reserve pair of scissors for making eBay packages. And a real nice pair of pliers. And if you're interested in how I do this, right up there, see that card right there? That's the little street scavenging playlist if you want to check out how I get all this kind of stuff. And then let's throw another little card up there, right there. See that one? That's a scrapyard. Throw in a scrapyard playlist up there. So up in the corner, right there, if you click that little icon, you'll find a street scavenging playlist and a scrapyard playlist. If you're further interested in this subject, here I got some electric motors. That's out of a standing fan. That's the kind of motor right there that you can clean up, and it's actually worth your while to get the aluminum and copper off that if you want to, or you can sell it for electric motor. Or I could have kept that piece of plastic on there and thrown it with my tin shred. So scrapyards are more than happy to buy stuff at a lower price. Here's a ceiling fan motor, electric motor, and then I had out of these fluorescent lights. These were kind of interesting. Usually these will have like a ballast in them. This one didn't have a ballast. I had these little transformers in the ends here, so I'll save one for you. Transformers, that's kind of nice. Actually there's a fourth one there, so I'll have 4 of these little guys. I need to get moving here. Transformers go with electric motors at the scrapyard where I go to. Scrapyards can be very different. So just keep that in mind. Scrapyards can be very, very different. The newer stuff gets, I've noticed the scrap gets cheaper and cheaper. Like these chains used to be brass right there. They used to be brass. Now it's some kind of steel. These used to be a little brass nugget right here. Let's see. That's not, it's aluminum. That's aluminum now. I can just feel the weight of it. That's aluminum. That used to all be brass, and which would go with those keys. And then this is tin shred here, light fixtures, old top off a old barbecue grill, and then my tin cans from my house. And I went back, if you saw that homeless landfill in the woods video I made, I went back and got, that's where this came from, and I cleaned up some more of that scrap metal. Another bike sprocket crank, and I got others in here. I got a little bit of steel, lid off my pickle jar, oven, stovetop catch pans, and actually that lug nut can go over here. This is short steel right here. The difference between tin shred and short steel is a thicker, clean type of material. Short steel can't have like a plastic or wood on it, right? Like I can throw this Kurg right here, this big plastic Kurg machine in with tin shred. Those plastic pedals on that sprocket can go with tin shred. This has to be just ferrous metal here, and it needs to be thick. So that old hinge, that, so old screw bolt deals. Whatever that was there. That's all short steel, 11 cents a pound. That's all gonna be 7 cents a pound. Lighter weight stuff. This is gonna be aluminum breakage. You take the time to take this furry stuff off here, but it's more like work than I like to do. Breakage 10 cents a pound. If I went to all the trouble picking all that out of there, these don't slide out. Sometimes they slide out. This isn't the kind of slides out. I'd have to like trim all that off there. I could get 40 cents a pound for the aluminum. But a lot of this scrapping, you could go down, you know, you can just keep going and going and going. Like take the aluminum off there, take the copper out of there, and blah blah blah, yada yada. Here's some more aluminum. That's just eye beholder what you got time to do, right? Here's some aluminum pots. Here's I probably got a pound of clean aluminum cans. That's all my cat food cans, and a couple aluminum cans I picked up on the road. They're out scavenging anyway. And so this is Ethernet wire, communications wire here. This is my number 2 insulated copper wire here. That's good stuff. Anything copper is good stuff. So all wires have copper in it for the most part. Scrapyards where I live, I gotta cut the plugs off the end of the number 2 insulated copper wire to get a better price. Some scrapyards might have a category for those. This scrapyard used to, I'm not sure. It's kind of back and forth. Sometimes it just depends on the scale operator. I think I brought that in another day actually. I just have a few of them, so I throw them in my tin shed. But whatever your scrapyard tells you to do is what you will end up doing, right? And then what else I got here and there to talk about? Oh, a piece of stainless steel. That's probably not enough to weigh, so I'll probably just go with the aluminum maybe. I don't know. See what the scale operator wants to do. And just gonna wrap it up. Let's go see what it's worth. Have a look at these prices real quick. Aluminum 40 cents, aluminum cans 50 cents. Brass $1.70. Number 1 copper 310. Here comes someone late. I better get out the way. Short steel's down to 10 cents. I said that wrong, didn't I? 6 cents. Electric motors hanging in there at 25 cents. Aluminum breakers 10. Better hurry up, they're gonna close down. $15.31. So 15 and 8. If I know how to do arithmetic still, is $23. So what you saw in this video was $23. Let me re-add that, make sure I'm not making a mistake. $7.80 plus $15.31 is $23.11. 4 pounds aluminum breakage, 10 cents a pound, 40 cents. 6 pounds short steel, 10 cents a pound, 60 cents. Negative 1 pound of tin for a 6 cents a pound. What does that say? That's strange. 6 pounds number 2 insulated copper wire, 50 cents a pound. 80 cents a pound for 480. Bear with me, I can barely read this. 4 pounds clean aluminum, 40 cents a pound, $1.60. 11 pounds electric motors, 25 cents a pound, $2.75. Okay, so for that copper and that brass I said wasn't enough to weigh, they gave me 1 pound of clean brass for the copper and the brass keys. So I got $1.70 for that. That's something most scrapyards may not do. They might, I don't know. I can't speak for scrapyards where you live because I simply don't know. And for that matter, no one on YouTube can tell you what to do in this regards, because it all just depends on what your scrapyard does, right? Or your scrapyards, what they do. And it can be very different. 2 pounds clean aluminum cans, 50 cents a pound for $1. If you're interested in watching more videos of mine, right down here, scrapyard trips, and then right up here, dumpster diving playlist action. And then don't forget to subscribe right there. Hit the little black and white bird. I'm out of here. Tweet, tweet. I sure hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope someone out there learned something useful.